Cool?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. It's in really good shape. There was a moat around this whole thing.
There's a train.
Footage right there, dude.
It's a lot to take in for sure, dude.
Put some zip lines in here or something. What's up, everybody? We are at an old casino on the Missouri River next to I-29, right by the parking garage here. I want to talk about a couple things. We're going to walk this property today. I'm waiting for my buddy, Matt Carstetter. You've seen him in our video with the Broadway building and the 1044 Main Street building. He's a ripped dude. Funny thing is, when he looked at this property, I'd already been looking at this property. He seemed to think that we could get it for a lot less money than I thought it was for sale for. Pretty much what you have in front of you here, you look behind us right here, you can see that they got their main parking garage right here, and then they got a walkway to the casino. This is back in the days where the casino in Missouri actually had to be on the water. That's why they built it here. So we're gonna walk over there. Hopefully we don't get hit by some cars. This seems to be like a main cut through. You can see all these curbs are all dinged up. I mean, they probably spent as much money on this parking garage as they did everything else. We're gonna come in some sort of way over here. You've got a railroad train easement here. You know you're not getting rid of this because this easement's been around for probably 200 years. You're not gonna be able to develop this. What should this be redeveloped as? So it's always figuring out what the highest and best use is for a property. By the way, as we're sitting here walking down these railroad tracks, this reminds me of my youth. One of the things that I remember doing is his building was right outside the train tracks. And I'd always set pennies on the tracks. Our boy's here right now, so we'll go meet up with him.
So this is a shared kitchen, right, between the three restaurants?
Yes, and then the other restaurants have smaller kitchens in them, but this would be your main.
It's a lot of money in the kitchen equipment, huh?
There is.
Yeah, it's expensive stuff.
This goes into, this was the buffet.
Pretty cool. How many cars fit in that
They
garage?
shuttle people back and forth.
Almost 1,300, right, in the parking garage, and then almost 2,500 total,
Right.
if I remember right.
Yeah, there's a lot of parking for sure. It's in really good shape.
That's the thing, they've maintained the building extremely well.
Yeah, it looks like the only thing that you guys haven't been able to control is those birds in that garage, huh? Those are the hardest things.
The moat used to be over here, right, with the casino boat?
The boat was parked right
Okay, because at that time, casinos had to operate out of a boat, right?
And there's actually pump systems set up where we pump water out, and level control to keep the moat.
Got it.
So there was a moat around this whole thing?
No,
Over
just
here,
right there.
this green space, they infilled it.
Think of a dock space. That was just a dock space where the boat pulled into.
This is the Missouri.
So we're about, what, 5 minutes down from Riverside, River Market?
Okay.
Same river.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
30
11 acres, was it?
32 total.
32.
For the entire, there are 6 parcels comprising the total, including the shop building and the house office. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 32 acres total.
Yep.
32 acres.
Yeah, I've liked this property for a long time, so I pay attention.
Yeah, I just thought, because they never had the price on it, I was like, this thing's gonna be like 20 million bucks or something like that.
And this is where I think we could open this up and do like a music venue or something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Live concerts, bring them in, bring them out.
All right, so this is, what was this?
So when you came in, you go up to the counter, get chips or whatever, and this is like the lobby area. You get on the boat.
Then you go to the casino that way.
Oh, the casino was out that way.
Yeah, remember that?
was the boat.
It was on the boat in
Okay,
that
I'm
green
like,
space.
okay, all right, it's finally hitting me now.
Yeah,
Time
no.
you couldn't gamble on land.
So this was just like a feeder. Get your buffet, have your food, gather, and then get ready to go lose your money.
And then there's to the parking garage, there's another moving walkway. It's not in operation because they didn't want to have it for code. It'd have to be inspected all the time.
Right.
So the escalators aren't running, and nor was that movable.
This is a steakhouse. You have a small bar area here.
So this is a steakhouse. Cool. This is really pretty.
Waiter station.
That's like the private dining, right?
Here you go. This is a private dining.
That's
over
it.
here. Okay.
That's it.
Oh, there's a fireplace in here? It's
I
cool.
mean, they've kept it in really good shape.
Yeah, it's been well maintained.
This was a sports bar.
So this is the sports bar. I would be really wondering what Enrique's ideas are on this property because it seems like it's pretty good set up.
The main drawback to this property is location and access.
Access.
However, whoever does anything has to do it phenomenally well and it'll work, but you can't. It's not gonna something that you can half-ass and expect people to come to. That's so 2 hurdles to overcome, but I think it's totally doable.
Yeah.
So Troy, this is it's like a steel structure. Some of it's cast in place. But all this brick is veneer brick. It's not true brick. It's like that casino style.
Right.
Same way on the exterior, which isn't a bit good or bad.
No.
It's just how they build. But this steel,
It's concrete.
and brick. So we're not talking about the only wood's on that back patio.
Right. So a lot of maintenance.
Right.
Put
Is it
some
pretty-
zip lines in here or something. You know what I mean? You probably could, as much acreage as this property is. Kind of want to have like multiple draws, right?
How about security office?
So you have a fob system on certain things in here, key fob?
Oh, keep up. Yeah, card read, yes.
Conference room. Lots of space here. What's the total building footprint? I know it's in this thing, probably.
Yeah, like 40,000 a level or something.
Lower floor is about 55,000 square feet, and the upper floor is about 25
Okay.
for the main building.
We haven't even been up to the upstairs.
Yeah, there's the-
This is like plug and play for casino, right?
Yeah, yeah. We don't want to be in that business.
Yeah, I'm with you. Got a lot of infrastructure for sure. Already built out.
No, I don't think we really need a lot of office space, but it might be good to have
If you're talking about company events or something like
Exactly.
he's talking about, like this is,
You'll just see there's an overwhelming amount of office space over here.
you could do doggy daycare.
Oh, I thought about the green space, turn that into like a parquet.
Yeah.
But you do it in turf, big hoses, so you hose it down at night, and then it turns into a music venue. Weren't there some high schools that was also using this for classes?
I don't know, classes. Now,
Okay.
downstairs, we used to rent out as event space, like Minnetonka would have their high school prom here.
Okay.
We got our
that's true,
beautiful
too.
view here. This thing ever flood?
So it is in a floodplain. Mark's gonna have all the details on that, but I can tell you since the 2003 that I've
Were you
been
guys here? Well, you weren't, for 1993, you remember the,
I remember it.
yeah.
I've seen the water get up
We
to this
have-
grass right
yeah.
here, but not to the building. And
Is
I've
it-
been here 20 years. Not to say that it can't happen.
Troy, you can see TPO roof. Looks like it's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, impeccably maintained, you can tell.
Well, it was like Mark was saying, I don't know the exact date, but like Mark has the details. It was replaced like in 2018.
Yeah, got a little Titanic moment right here.
This is where we Count of Monte Cristo come out and say,
That's-
welcome to my party, and then walk back.
That's one of my favorite movies, dude.
Is that right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I like
that's
it.
like my favorite movie. Like revenge in the best form, dude. Like I was thinking more of the Titanic back there.
Okay, that works. The water makes a little more sense. Guys, how frequent are these tracks running? And isn't it only, they can be on it for 20 minutes at a
That's what I
time?
like, and I learned that when you were here, because I
Okay.
hadn't heard that, but yeah. And it's not, I mean, usually they're not here very long, and they come through, you'll hear them off and on, but it's
Yeah.
not.
What I understood last time, that there's an agreement that they cannot block access for more than 20 minutes at a time. So for deliveries, that would be a potential concern, but that's why they got this skywalk.
Ah, this thing just keeps going. Cameras in every corner too, huh? What is the point of these elevators right here? That's the parking garage right there.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So this thing must have done pretty well back in the day, huh?
For a while, I mean, it was the first one to open in Kansas City too, and that was their big push, was to get, be the first casino in Kansas City, but then along came Harrah's and Stations.
Yeah,
So there's your signage. Put a big neon thing on that.
yeah, light it up.
Gives you a good perspective.
You could even put signs on the bridge too. I mean, I don't know how far away you can see it, but that smokestack can be seen from a long ways away.
Yeah, for sure. Were they having something come out of it, or was it just built like a
They
smokestack?
had lights and stuff. That's why you can get to the top. They actually had a little overhead crane that the guys would come down on little chairs to change the lights and stuff.
Copy.
It's completely for aesthetics and cosmetic purposes.
Well, you're gonna pay as much money. You're gonna pay. It's like the asphalt concrete argument with the fencing, right? You're gonna put iron in, and it's gonna be permanent, right? Mm-hmm. Or you could put silicone and just paint it black and make it look nice. Oh, I love the train. You gotta
There's the
get
train.
that footage right there, dude.
He's just a little guy. If we were to build on an apartment complex, I think right here is the spot. All this flat parking. I mean, boom, just put it there, connect it to the parking garage.
Well, let's look at the parcel. Let's see what we're looking at. Even right there, too. A lot to take in for sure, dude.
Yeah.
You guys probably know it real well.
What's that?
So it's a lot to take in. Quick question. What are people coming through this road for?
Mainly businesses. If you cut through, there is a cut through to get down to Randolph, and this road will take you all the way down. You can actually get to Stations, Ameristar Casino on this road, so it's another back way to get down there.
Okay, so
So
but
if you
mainly
wanna
people
stay
just
on the
working
highway.
in this businesses down here.
There's a few houses in Randolph, which is the next town over.
Okay.
Not a lot. It's a small town. It's been before.
Looks pretty well maintained.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For 30 years old or whatever it is. Looks like
Doesn't
this.
seem 30 years old to me.
It looks like he's been vacant
Feels like
for
I'm
6
walking into a
months.
casino in Vegas. You know what I mean? It's just like everybody.
I'll get some cards and snap them and Start handing them to you like they always
It feels like when COVID first hit and I'm leaving Vegas, flying back and forth to Kansas City, and there's nobody on the plane, and all the Delta Airlines are parked, nobody's in the casinos. I actually love that time. I love that time.
That's
All right,
about-
I think I've seen enough.
That's about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we just walked the property. A lot of different ideas here. Matt's got ideas, I've got ideas, Enrique's got ideas. Matt, what do you think we should do with this property?
I think there's a couple different plays. You know, if we could cover our carrying costs with some short-term leases, maybe utilize storage in the parking garage, great. Long-term play, we could add an apartment complex off of that to feed the other businesses, subletting the space for some restaurants,
Right.
music venue, outdoor space, and indoor space. Obviously, the top floor, there's a lot of office space, so that's the floor I don't exactly have my head wrapped around. Second floor is something that is still up in the air to me, but I think overall, as an event space, a venue is where
I think
see
it has to be some sort of event. Like when we talk about properties like this, it's all about tenant mix, right? It's like, okay, because the highest and best use is what it was. Yeah, so now it's restricted. So now figuring out what the highest and best use is, access presents a problem a little bit.
Right.
So how do you draw people here?
Having a concept where people would come in from, you know, from kids to parents to adults and bring their dogs, their pets, and have multi-use, different varieties of restaurants, you know, different activities, event space. I mean, event space now, everybody wants to get married, everyone wants to have a party, everybody wants
Sure.
to have a gathering, you know, so that would be one of our biggest.
100%.
So a lot of good ideas. Comment below, what should we do here? What would you do here? You saw the video. We'd love your input. There's a lot of different things going on here. Let us know what you think, and we'll check in the next one. Peace.